Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am Shae. This is Shae Gone Foreign. It's a spin-off from my blog, which I have linked in the description below. Of course, like and subscribe if you like this video. So today the topic is dating in France, guys. I'm so excited. Y'all don't know how excited I am about this topic because, you know, my friends always ask me, what's it like dating Frenchmen? And, you know, it's something that the media, everybody has put, like, we've equated France with being the country of love, the country of passion. I mean, you have the French kiss, you know, and I just, sorry, this topic is so hot. So first of all, let's get something straight. The French do not date. It is not in their vocabulary. It is not something that it's not even a word that they use. The word is rendezvous. However, if you meet a French person and they've been in an English environment, you would hear them say date, etc. But the French do not date. That's number one. I don't want you guys to equate dating with sleeping around. You know, that is not the case. And I don't want you guys to think I'm out here thotting in the Republic of France. Maybe I am. So before I moved to France, you know, I had this fantasy that, you know, I would find a French man. I mean, 66 million people, how hard could it be? So I was like, you know, I'll find a French man, we'll fall in love. He'll be like, you know, je t'aime. I'll be like, je t'aime aussi. You know, we'll go on the scene and we'll just sail out into the sunset and have some cute croissant peel out babies. And he'll come back to Trinidad, he'll meet my family, we'll play carnival, you know, and all these other guys.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Listen. All I got from Frenchman was PPS. Do you know what is PPS? Do you know what is PPS? Pain, PTSD, and sorrow. That's all I got. That's all I got in the last year and a half I've been here. That is all I have gotten from Frenchmen. I've gotten nothing else, nothing more. So when you see shows like, you know, Emily in Paris, and you see, oh, she has a French neighbor, they fall in love. Guys, my neighbor's not even French, number one. So when you see these shows, you think, oh, it's so romantic, it's so, you know, it's so easy. But it isn't, you know, dating in another culture. I mean, dating even in your own culture is hard. Furthermore, for dating in a culture where it's not even your same language. So it's really, really complicated. And you know, the topic today is Frenchmen versus Trini men. So I have a little scoreboard below the screen. And we're gonna have certain criteria. We're gonna just talk about it, discuss, you know, I'm more discussing it from France standpoint versus Trini standpoint. Basically, I'm gonna give each party a point based on the situation, based on the category and if they deserve it. So yeah, so let's get started. The first topic is ghosting. Guys, a French man will ghost you with the quickness. They don't stick. So my first two people that I dated, the first one ghosted me almost after the first date. I was like, all right, cool, no seeing you're probably not into this. Fine. So when I experienced my first ghost, guys, I was shocked. I was like, because I've never experienced ghosting in Trinidad before. I mean, I feel like we can't really ghost people because, you know, you're bound to see them in the supermarket. Trinidad is small, so you're bound to see them in the supermarket or even in a party or wherever the case is, a public space. So it's kind of difficult to ghost people in Trinidad. But here, I have had people, like, someone ghosted me for like 2 months and then they come back and they're like, hi, how are you? And I was like, you haven't spoken to me for 2 months. And they're like, oh, well, I'm speaking to you now. The ass. So this actually happened to one of my friends as well. You know, she was dating someone and the guy messaged her and was like, yo, I'm coming over. Roman never show up. So she messaged me and we were like scared because we thought either he got killed, he got robbed. A week later, I mean, she was messaging him for like a whole week. Messages wasn't going through, nothing. So we were like, Lord, somebody killed this man, you know, and the last person he contacted was her. So we were scared. But a week later, he messages and is like, hey, sorry, you know, I'm not in a current space right now, a good space right now, blah, blah, blah. You just feel like, really? How can you message someone and say you're 5 minutes away and then you just disappear? So that's how serious they ghost you here. Like, they ghost you with the quickness. It's like they don't even think, they don't even, you know, like, okay, how this person gonna, they don't even care, they just disappear, you know. So I thought, okay, I didn't experience ghosting, maybe other people in Trinidad experience ghosting, because I don't want to be giving away points. So then I had a little poll on Instagram and I realized, okay, 73% of people said no, they've never been ghosted by a Trini man. So I'm taking this poll to heart and I'm believing that, okay, Trini men do not ghost. So therefore, 1 point to Trini men. You guys have won this category. So y'all are weak. Sorry, I'm weak. So the next one is, can't be friends with someone they've dated or attracted to. Guys, just give Trini man the point. Just give, no, seriously, because I mean, this is what we live for. This is literally what we live for. I mean, raise your hand if you have dated, you've been friends with someone who you've dated or attracted to. This is what I mean, this is the friend zone at the end of the day. And yeah, so I have asked other French people, you know, if this is the case, but they said it's based on the person. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So of course, Trinidad again, this point, I'm sorry, French, but no, this is a no for me. 3 dates equal a relationship, and that's plenty, because even like 2 dates might be equal to a relationship. And this, guys, this happened to me. This is so easy to be in a relationship and you don't even know, because they don't have the talk, they don't have the, you know, hi, would you be my girlfriend? In Trinidad, it's a love deal. They don't even have that. It's just, if I'm dating you, we're exclusive, this is the situation, and then it progressed from there. Now, how it happened to me. So I was dating somebody and all right, cool, nice. And, you know, I decided to have the talk because I find like it was moving really, really, really fast. And was like, yeah, we together. And I was like, yes, I got me a French boo. Guys, relationship was the length of that sentence. It did not, it was just weird and it just did not work out, obviously. But I'm giving Frenchmen this point. Why? Because they honestly, they date with a purpose. They know what they want. I feel like Trini men, they don't do that. Not all the time, you know, it depends on the person. But they take a really, really long time, you know, 6 months down the line to decide, okay, maybe I want to be with this person. No, a Frenchman, they know from the get-go, listen, I want to be with you. So that is why I'm giving them this point. So how are we so far? Frenchman 1, Trini man 2. So Trini men are in the lead. Okay, let's continue. Okay, next one is communication. I mean, this is obvious because French, English, no. It is difficult to communicate. You have a language barrier. I mean, even if I spoke French, you would still have a language barrier. So I always have this problem where I have to speak either slowly, I have to speak certain words I can't say. Sometimes, you know, I change, I can't speak Trini dialect and stuff like that, so I have to change how I talk. So there's a big communication barrier. There's also a communication, apart from speech, there's a communication barrier of understanding. You know, certain times they don't understand what I mean. Of course, this is natural. French is not, English is not their first language. So this was a really, really big, this is a big thing. And apart from just talking, they don't message y'all. Some of people I've dated, when I'm with them, their phone is in their hand. When I'm not with them, I don't hear from them. It's like Casper, you know. And I don't like, I've now up to now, and I thought it was me. Seriously, I really thought it was me. But then I asked other people who are dating French men, and they're having the same problem. So this seems to be like an overall 66 million people problem. And they generally they don't speak a lot, meaning when you're with them, oh, they have a lot of stuff to say. But they generally do not message often. They don't talk a lot outside of that. They don't talk on the phone. I don't think I've never spoken to anyone on the phone. Not that I like speaking on the phone, but they don't know. So Trini men get this point. Why? Because, you know, I want I like the wake up, good morning text, these things, you know, how you did going. And I think that was a cultural shock for me when I now moved, because I was so accustomed to constant communication. You know, in Trinidad, we tend to speak to our whoever we with all day, you know, and they tell us everything that's going on today. Like, hey, okay, I'm going for lunch. Hey, I'm doing this. So here they don't do that. At least with the people that I've been with, they don't do that. So I was just like, is this person interested? Because they're not talking to me. But then I've grown accustomed, you know, we don't speak every day, and it's fine for me now. But it was something that I really had to get used to, because they just don't talk. So the next one is open and honest. This was kind of tough because I feel Trini men are open and honest, but I think Frenchmen are a bit more open and honest. I mean, from day one, they tell you everything about themselves. They tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. They have no shame in it. And what I like about that is, I personally like about that is that, you know, you kind of see the vulnerableness, you see the sensitivity, you see the emotional side of them. So yeah, I'm giving them this point because I feel in Trinidad, and the people that I've dated in Trinidad, they don't do, like, unless, again, maybe Trini men do this, but for me, people I've dated, it takes them a while to really open up, you know, and share things about themselves. So, you know, because I feel like we have to build our trust with the person before we take it to let them, you know, open up ourselves fully. But I feel like from day one, you know, Frenchmen are really, really open. So Frenchmen too. Sorry guys. And so the next one is accent. Guys, I'm sorry, but I love our accent. I mean, Trini accent. We have an amazing accent, you know. Now that I'm here in this environment, and if I hear a Trini person talk, it's very distinguishable. So yes, I love our accent, but guys, when a French man talk to you, whoo, okay, sorry. But yeah, so I did a little theory, and so I asked my friend to send me a simple sentence. And the sentence was, I went to the supermarket, I bought bread, eggs, and milk, and then I went to my parents' house, and now I'm on the train to go home. Very, very simple sentence. So this is how he said it in English.
I went to the supermarket and I bought eggs, bread, and milk. Then I went to my parents' house, and now I take the train to go home.
And this is how he said it in French.
J'ai été au supermarché pour acheter du pain, des œufs et du lait. Maintenant, je vais rentrer à la maison chez mes parents et je vais prendre le train.
Guys, you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm speaking about? You know, how sexy, it's just, no, I'm sorry, but the accent is just, it melts me every time. And I mean, no, sorry, Frenchman 3. No, I'm sorry, but Frenchman 3. Y'all, we have a tiebreaker. So right now we are Frenchman 3, Trini 3. Okay. So the tiebreaker is romantic. Please don't evoke my citizenship. Please, I am begging you guys. But so a Frenchman. So the last question in the Q&A I had before, one of the questions was, are Frenchmen more romantic than Trini men? Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm giving this to Frenchmen. No, seriously. They are extremely. Now, it depends on what your definition of romantic is, because, you know, there was this moment I was with someone, and we were in the moment, and he's like, j'ai envie de toi. I was like, ooh, that sounds so sexy, you know, because it's so back then I wasn't really good in French, so on translator, it means I want you. So that was just so sexy to me. And then 2 weeks, I think 2 or 3 weeks later, in my French class, we were having discussions about, you know, naughty things in French to say in French, and it turns out that means I want to fuck you. It's like, okay, you know. But apart from that, yes, they are very, very romantic. I think, you know, from the get-go, you feel the passion, you feel they do a lot. I mean, simple thing, like, I feel like in Trinidad we do not do a lot of PDA. I mean, unless we in a public space with a lot of people, meaning in a party or whatever, then yeah. But here, I mean, I've seen people kissing through masks. I've seen people. I remember that was the first culture shock I had when I came to France and when I visited France in 2017, because people were just kissing for no reason. It had a point in time, I remember I was at this restaurant, and right next to the restaurant there's a metro, and there was this couple, and they were like kissing for like probably 10 minutes. I was like, this girl mouth not dry. Anyways, so they kissed for 10 minutes. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe, you know, she's leaving him to go in the metro or whatever, or he's leaving her to go in the metro. Y'all, 10 minutes later, 2 of them going in the metro together. I was like, y'all not serious. So I feel like there is severe PDA here. They're not afraid to touch you in public. They're not afraid to kiss you. They will kiss you whole day, whole night, all in your sleep they're kissing you. So yes, I am sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but this means French have 4, which means that I have chosen God. I'm sorry. Please don't evoke my citizenship. But I'm giving French this. I'm sorry, but the French have won. I mean, y'all don't revoke my citizenship. This does, and I want to be clear, this does not mean that I'm not interested in Trini men. I mean, my ideal man, and this is seriously, I've thought about it long and hard. My ideal man would be either a French person who grew up in France and then moved to Trinidad, or a Trini person who grew up in Trinidad and then moved to France, or even a French person with a Caribbean parent. That is like my ideal person, because I get the best of both worlds. But yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. So, I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think of me choosing Frenchman over Trini man. I mean, the more plus about dating a Trini man, I would say, is that it's easier. It does not probably present 1/8 of the challenges that I've had since dating outside of my culture. So I would say, you know, the challenges are more the usual, like cheating and all these things. But here, I mean, dating outside of my culture, and I mean, this is a topic that I'm going to cover in another episode, and I've learned so much dating outside of my own culture, because sometimes I'm like the teacher, the student, you know, it's just, and I feel like I enjoy teaching people about us. And you know, Frenchmen, I think this is one good thing about them. They're very, very open. Depends on the person, obviously, but the people I've met, very, very open to my culture. I mean, I have French people who have tried Polari, they tried doubles, they macaroni pie, you know, they've tried food. I remember one of the guys I was seeing, he downloaded Marshall's playlist, things like that. You know, so they're very, very, very open to culture, open to learning. I mean, they're also willing to speak English, something that is very, very important to me, because I feel I am unable to connect with somebody who strictly speaks French or even just a little bit of English, because it's hard, you know, to communicate. I mean, at the end of the day, it all boils down to communication. So if you can't communicate with that person, then it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at myself because you know, I thought, okay, maybe Trini man would win, but shut up. So guys, this is the end of the dating in France. Well, the first part. I will probably have 4 more parts to this series, maybe 3 depending. I mean, the next topic on this series is going to be talking about dating apps and how I've met these people, what to use, how to use it, what to do, what not to do, you know. So that will be the next topic on this episode. I might even get a Frenchman on here to defend himself, so you have to stay tuned for that. Because I know when they see this, they're gonna be like, what are you doing? So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I mean, it was so much fun, you know. Again, it's just all fun and games. Don't take it too serious. Of course, we're gonna have next episode on episode 5. We're slowing things down a bit. We're not gonna be doing it's not gonna be dating. It's more about, you know, to discuss a couple of things that I wish I knew before I moved abroad and before I moved to France. Yeah, so guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also share, because now that I'm adding more content, I'm doing weekly videos. So every week we have a new video. And yeah, I will see you guys in episode 5. Bye.